Hey everyone, it is July 19th, a Monday, 2021, here in the market, and I took one trade on SPY, and I'll show the other two trades that I could not get filled on. Yeah, all right, let's get right into it. So, if we look at the ES chart, we sold off huge today. We're still selling off, looks very weak. If it's correction, we'll probably still continue to the downside. If it's a pullback, I think we'll continue higher. We're just a red healthy pullback here to move higher. That's honestly what I think. I don't think we're quite ready for our pullback here. As you can see by history tends to repeat itself. You see, a nice red day, buyer step in, a nice red day, buyer step in. So, who knows? It'll be interesting either way. I just adapt to the market and we'll go from there. All right. So, first things first, I was looking at calls from this strong demand zone / 2-hour demand zone. I took my trade around 1041, so right around this candle. I'll actually go down to a 1 minute just so you can see my exact entry. Again, I entered on my 5-minute chart, but I also do like to see volume increase on a 1 minute chart. So this is kind of what it looked like. So we made a higher low in demand, which is super bullish. And again, in the back of my mind, I knew I had to take profits quick because we were extremely weak, and I knew this bounce probably wouldn't last. If we were going to reverse here, great. If not, oh well. As you can see, we are selling off at the end of the day here. I'm trying to find some support down here. This is an extremely key area, this 4230 area. But anyway, I liked this demand here. It was extremely strong. I saw volume increase, as you can see, noted by these candles here. You can kind of see volume pick up here. And I took it long at 1041, which is this 1 minute RBNR. It's my favorite kind of entry here. And I was super comfortable here, so I entered right here. We had many confirmations. We had supply and demand. We had a higher low. We had increase in volume. We had a 1 minute RBNR. We had a break of this pattern here. We had NQ, which was holding its support. You can see, on your own that time. It was around 1041 I entered here, right on this candle. And my target was 4250. It hit it perfectly. And again, I want to take profits fast just because this market's weak. I just wanted this quick little scalp bounce. And my stop loss was below 4240. So right below the RBNR, the base and candle. And it happened pretty quickly. Target hit. The annoying part was contracts didn't move at all. So it was about a 10-point move. A little less than a 10-point move on ES, and the contracts pretty much stayed the same, which was super, super frustrating. It was annoying. I didn't take a zero today. I took, a couple days out. I took actually the Friday, so maybe I should have taken the Wednesday, but I compared the Wednesday contracts and the Friday contracts, and they actually moved about the same. So it wouldn't have really made a difference. But it was super annoying, but that's what happens. At the end of the day, I'm just glad my plan worked. On a different day, maybe we would have had a better premium spike. I think that everyone was kind of just playing to the downside, so that's where the premiums were, and the long side just didn't really benefit. On other days, this might have been a nice 20% winner or something like along those lines, even 10%, but I came out with like a 1 to 2% gain, which was super frustrating. I was like, is this right? Like, is my brokerage freezing or something? And it was right. It was super frustrating to come out basically break even. It was only a couple dollar gain, which was super, super frustrating. But nonetheless, I'm focused on the process, not the profits. So that was the trade. Let's look at the NQ trade that I didn't get filled on, which would have been a nice little scalp as well. It was right below this low of day. This trend line break, we were pretty weak. I tried to get in right around 473, and then I was trying to play this premium spike right low of day, and I would have gotten out, probably at the end of this. So it would have been a nice, probably a nice little gain here. Not much, but it would have been either a break-even trade or a small profit, which was totally okay with me. I was expecting a bigger move, but for those that did capitalize on this little move, great. So that was the NQ trade, pretty self-explanatory stuff. We were not really bouncing out of this 90 used demand, and we were kind of just basing around in here, and we broke this trend line, and that was the confirmation. Obviously, increasing volume down here. And finally, we have our Peloton trade. And this Peloton trade was super, super nice. I didn't take it just because I wasn't in love with it, but obviously in hindsight, it would have been an amazing trade. So what I was looking at was this 15-minute RBNR. It had extremely nice relative strength. Volume was there. It was one of the only green stocks of the day today. And as you can see, we're up almost 7% on the day, $7.50, approaching high of day right now. And I wanted to get in at the break of this high of day. Also, I wanted to get in this break of this 5-minute RBNR. It was a 15-minute RBNR and a 5-minute RBNR. We'll go into a 5-minute chart real quick. And I wanted to get in right around the 10-10 candle. But again, it was like a failed RBNR. So in hindsight, it's just really frustrating again that the trades didn't work out today, that it didn't set up perfectly like I wanted it to. Maybe this 10 o'clock candle was my signal to get in just because there was a huge volume spike, and it was kind of breaking the flag. But again, I was waiting for some consolidation prior to this high of daybreak. It was super strong. We had an increase of volume. So, the signs were there that this thing was going to push higher, especially, this trend line. We see this orange line, the major trend line, is going to act like a magnet here. You can kind of see that price has been consolidating around here. But nonetheless, a super frustrating day. Not getting filled, not getting proper confirmation to go long on Peloton. Let's just go take a look at the 1-minute chart real quick just so we can see volume increasing and potentially another flag break. So it doesn't seem like there was, a proper entry on here either. Maybe this, this flag break might have been this right around here was your only sign, but still not very convincing here. We have extremely low volume here. We have, we failed to, it's a failed high of daybreak on increasing volume. Literally couldn't make it. I would have, gone long at this 10:05 candle with a 1-minute RBNR, but again, we failed that. So it was very, a lot of fake outs today. So I'm really curious to hear about how you guys would have played Peloton today. I think the move, anything past 10:30, you probably would have been chasing. I think, anything on this move up is chasing. Anything, maybe you could have gotten long here around 10:45, but, at that point, it's already overextended. We're up $7 by then from the open along those lines. So it's super frustrating that we didn't get the proper signals to go long. I really would have liked this setup to work out. And yeah, there wasn't really a key level break either, mostly because Peloton has been super weak. So it was kind of shocking that, we had this extremely green day here. I was actually watching this to the downside, but now we've obviously created some nice demand here. And it's going to be, now Peloton's back where it should be. And we have supply up here, which it's almost coming to. But other than that, we really didn't have, I really wasn't focused on the long play. But because it was one of the very few names that was green on the day, I was looking for, a play to the long side. And this would have worked out very, very nicely. It would have, had a very nice day. Would have made a, quite a bit of money if I played to the long side. But really would have liked this 10 o'clock handle to have been a successful RBNR. Just didn't get it. All right, well, I hope that helps, and please let me know if you guys have any questions, and let me know how you guys would have played Peloton. If not, just sit on hands. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching.